Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing something that has been a long time coming. So today I'm going to be doing a review on Lena cups, which a lot of you had recommended for me to review or try, and also doing a quick comparison between the cups that I am already using or have tried in the past, such as the Diva Cup and the Lunette Cup, which if you guys have not seen those two videos, I will link it up here for you to watch if you're interested in finding out my thoughts on those cups. So to start, this is the first box that I got sent. I had reached out to Lena and they were willing to let me try their cup out a while ago, but they had initially sent me their just regular Lena cups. This is the box for it, and it comes with two cups, if you can see. This one comes with the small, which is 25 milliliters, and the large, which is 30 milliliters for a normal flow versus a heavy flow. So this is the size difference between the two. This is the small one right here, and this is the large. So as you can see, the smaller cup is shorter, and then the larger one is slightly wider as well. And I don't know if you guys can tell, I definitely didn't even try the large because I don't need the large. And the small one I definitely use because the tip is cut off. I never like keeping the tips on menstrual cups. A couple things about the Lena cup. I did not enjoy it because I found that this cup was very dense and thick, so I could slightly feel it when it was inserted and in place, and it just was really tough to use because it's really thick. Even though obviously it's bendable, but it's super thick, and because it's so dense, I just don't find inserting it is as comfortable as the other cups I've tried. I honestly used it for 2 months and I didn't enjoy it that much, so I had emailed them, told them my thoughts, and they had told me that they were coming out with a sensitive version, probably or possibly because maybe a lot of people had came back with this feedback. I had wanted to wait to receive the sensitive cup, which I have right here, before I did a full-on Lena review. So moving on from the regular, I had received the sensitive one, and I unfortunately lost the box, but I do still have the pouch that it comes with. I actually really like this pouch because it's a good size, and I found that the Lunette cup was excessively large for the cup, so that was unnecessary. I don't even think I used that. I found the Diva cup bag was actually too small. But anyways, just to compare the sensitive versus the normal, it's the same shape. It's just this one is definitely more softer. This is more dense, this is thinner. You can tell that this is a much softer material. So I tried using their sensitive cup, and I do use it every now and then, but my honest review of the sensitive cup is that I think it's too soft in comparison to the other ones. I found that with this, after I insert it, I have a hard time pushing it up because of how soft it is. For example, it's very hard to push up a cup that doesn't have any sort of resistance somewhere here to keep the base from pushing in. When I'm inserting, the cup is essentially, as I'm pushing, I feel like it probably looks like this when I'm pushing it up. So it's pretty hard. I find myself having to adjust my finger around to get it up properly. I do use it sometimes if I'm, the other cups I can't find, or the other cups just haven't been sterilized, so I end up using this. It's not my favorite cup though. Just to compare the Lena cups to my Diva Cup and the Lunette Cup here, as you can see, let's do the Lunette Cup first. The Lena Cup is definitely a more bell shape. Oh, here we go. I'll put it down here in front of this blanket. So it's a bell shape more so, and this one is more like a rounded teardrop shape, or like an acorn shape. Now the difference between these two, as I showed you earlier, when you're pushing this Lena cup, it completely just goes inside. It makes it very hard to insert. Now with the Lunette cup, even though I'm pushing, it takes quite a bit to actually get it inside. But I find that the material is as soft as this one, if not just a touch more resistance to it, but it's still soft. So this is the Diva Cup, same thing. There's some resistance before it actually pops in. so that makes it a little bit easier to insert. Now to compare the Lena Cup and the Diva Cup, which I'm gonna put down here, the Diva Cup is definitely much longer. These two cups are the same length. Even though the Diva Cup is slightly longer, I still like using it, and I think it's because it's like the same size as these guys, but it's long enough where I can grab it easily, so I do like it. Preference-wise, Lena Cup I think would be great for those who are super sensitive about the menstrual cup and they just feel like they can feel everything up there, or you know, they feel some sort of discomfort maybe. This might be more for you because it's sensitive and it's super soft and your body might not feel it as much. Just my personal opinion about the cup. Let me know if you guys have the same experience as I do with the Lena Cup, because honestly I want to like it and I want to love it, but I can't just because I feel like the insertion, although I use it every now and then. I use it because it's like my backup cup, but it's not my favorite cup. It's definitely a lot harder to use in terms of insertion, and this is like so close. Like if they just made a cup in between these two in terms of density, it just might be the perfect cup to use, but to me this one's just too hard and then this one is just too soft. If you guys do like the regular Lena Cup, please share your thoughts down below, just because, you know, my experience may be different than others, and depending on what you prefer, I think it'd be good to hear some positive feedback on this one, so feel free to share that below. And then with the sensitive, I never felt any discomfort with, in terms of enough for me to look for a sensitive cup, except for the regular Lena. But for the Diva Cup example and the Lunette, I never felt like, oh, I need to find something that is more comfortable in comparison. That's pretty much my thoughts on the Lena Cup. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. If you guys have issues with inserting, I do have a video on how to insert menstrual cups, which have helped people in the past, which I will link up here. I also have a video on how to remove the menstrual cup if you feel like it's stuck there and you're panicking. I do have a very helpful tip on how to remove it, which I will also link up here. Anyways, if you guys have found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!